So I think it's time to decode what are the 10 best films of all time. In this video I will be ranking the 10 best films of all time in order from 10 to 1. This list is completely different from the list of my favorite films. In this list I will be ranking those films that have a huge impact in world cinema in terms of their craft and the way they influenced a number of films and filmmakers. It's not possible to make a perfect top 10 of the best films, but I have tried my best to give this one justice. Before making this list, I took references from many film ranking lists like Sight and Sound, AFI, Empire, TSPDT and many others, and have tried to make a precise and refined list. Although it's likely that I will miss some great films in my top 10, so you are free to comment any film that you think deserve this list. No list can be perfect, so let's start. In the 10th place, it's a film that is a part of one of the biggest film movements, the French New Wave. I think you have guessed it. It's none other than Jean-Luc Godard's Breathless. Breathless is one of those films that completely changed cinema through its masterful filmmaking. The use of jump cuts, use of handheld cameras, use of natural lighting and many other things made this film one of the most studied and influencing film of all time. Now coming to the 9th place, a film that has some of the best use of visual storytelling, and I think no film deserves this spot other than Hitchcock's Vertigo. Vertigo is much more than a typical mystery drama. It has some of the best use of visual storytelling, and the way it explores themes of obsession, love and fear, it just makes it so great. Now rank 8, the only film from the 21st century that I think deserves this honor, is also one of my all-time favorite. It's In the Mood for Love by Wong Kar-wai. There would hardly be any film as well crafted as this one. It is filled with underlined meanings and subtexts in each and every scene. It has some of the best use of color and has some of the best piece of music. In the 7th place, a film which marks the Italian neorealism through its authentic direction. And you know, it is Bicycle Thieves by Vittorio De Sica. Bicycle Thieves shows the struggles of average people during post-war time. The film uses non-professional actors, real locations, and it deals with simple stories, and that's why it is considered to be one of the best films ever made. In the 6th position, it's a film that defines the heights of cinema through its great direction and character build-up, and it's one of my personal favorite too. I am talking about the film that has set a standard in the crime genre. It's The Godfather by Francis Ford Coppola. This film is great in many ways. The various use of filming techniques like staging and blocking, the precise camera movements, the use of lighting, etc. are used to tell some of the most intriguing stories with great character depth. It is still hard to match this level of filmmaking.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
In the 5th place, a film which is very unique in its aesthetics and its personal value, the film that makes you reimagine your life. It's Andrei Tarkovsky's The Mirror. Although this film is often overshadowed by other historically important films, I think no film can match the craft and presentation of this film. It is the closest experience of watching someone's dream. In the 4th place, a film that breaks all norms of storytelling and provides the most surrealistic experience possible. It's none other than Fellini's Eight Half. Eight Half depicts the life of a filmmaker who is distressed and unable to find the purpose of his life. It is one of the best character studies which is shown in the best possible way. Coming to the 3rd place, a film that examines various themes related to family, generation and humanity. In this aspect, there is no film better than Ozu's Tokyo Story. This film will mesmerize you through its amazing cast performance and simplistic story. It has some of the best use of subtext in film history. In the 2nd place, it's a film that is considered to be the most revolutionary film. It is none other than Orson Welles' Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane is revolutionary in many ways. Its authentic camera work, deep symbolisms, and great character depth makes it the most studied and talked about film. Before going to know what's the best film of all time, here are some honorable mentions, as I feel very unsatisfied by just naming 10 great films, knowing that there are so many more. John Dielman, Taxi Driver, Satan Tango, Man with a Movie Camera, Seven Samurai. Now in the first place, it's a film that is the most visually hypnotic and thought-provoking film. It is 2001 A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick. This is one of those films that deals with a lot of themes and symbolisms about space and existence. With its slow pace and unconventional narrative, it transcends its genre. And by doing that, it provides a terrifying and hypnotic experience. It still managed to inspire filmmakers across the globe.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.